On August 26, the Donald J. Trump administration said that unless the justices step in, a lower court will force it to spend billions of dollars in foreign aid, and it urged the U.S. Supreme Court to get involved. A unique procedural circumstance that the Department of Justice says has risked irreparable diplomatic costs is the subject of the emergency appeal, which requests the High Court's opinion by next week. A lower court ruling mandating the expenditure of the funds is still in force, despite an appeals court earlier this month siding with President Donald Trump in the case. The administration stated in its petition on Tuesday that the lower court ruling will effectively force the government to rapidly obligate some $12 billion in foreign aid funds unless the Supreme Court steps in, overturning the foreign policy rulings of the Trump administration. Earlier this month, a 3-judge panel of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit decided that the charitable organizations that had sued over the dramatic proposed cuts could not sue an administration for altering congressionally approved spending. A lower court's ruling that had prevented the government from implementing the cuts was overturned in that ruling. However, the case was appealed to the whole D.C. Circuit, which is currently deliberating over it. The district court ruling against Trump has essentially remained in effect as lower courts have refused to overturn it. In its brief on Tuesday, the Trump administration said that the district court has installed itself as supervisor-in-chief of further spending and rescissions proposals. According to the administration, the court's ruling will force the government to spend many billions of dollars by September 30th and to make available for obligation tens of billions of dollars in appropriated foreign aid funds. In order to prevent extensive preliminary steps that themselves inflict irreparable harm on the United States, the government requested that the Supreme Court intervene and halt the district court's decision before September 2nd.